on the clouds, waiting for your heart check. Got to let the beat get under your skin. I think I'm an angel. I'm gonna break my wings. A melody from heaven.
Welcome to Life Success. How awesome is it to have you here today? I am so glad you are joining us today. And we're going to talk a bit about leadership of the soul. So, the soul of leadership, basically. Why is it so important, and why do we need to go down the story of leadership? Why do we need to do leadership? Because, well, we are role models for others. We basically impact other people's lives. We connect with other people through these experiences. So if we are role models for others, we are actually showing who we truly are, authentic self, by being a better example, being this person that can handle whatever comes their way and be prepared for whatever it is, and just basically doing things that like, for example, when children observe you, you're doing things that are going to teach them something. So they are looking up to you as role models. It's the same thing for adults. So when you are a role model for someone, you are actually doing something that's impacting someone else's life. So how are we going to do that to intrigue other people and help other people investigate what is ideal for them? So with leadership, it's quite important. And of course, I did a blog about leadership overall, and it has a leadership map on it. And of course, you spell out LEADERS. So each letter outlining the key aspects of defining your vision of what leadership is. So leadership is involving journey, and of course, twists and turns lying before unpredictable, but it's common. But you can provide with a map, which is what helps us go in the right direction of being a positive role model for others. And when you are showing a better attitude, better behavior, because you are not exposing yourself to be someone else. You are posing yourself to be content with your life. You are satisfied. You are happy with your life. And so we're going to start with L. Look and listen. Do this with your senses and as observer who has not judging or judged anything in advance. So not being a judgmental type. So I highly recommend you read Judgment Detox from Gabrielle Bernstein. That's a fantastic book. I learned a few tricks along the way to try not to be a judgmental person, because when you judge other people, you learn very quickly that when you get judged yourself, it actually hurts. It sucks when you get judged. It's depressing. Do it with your heart, obeying your trusty feelings. So finally, do it with your soul, responding to the vision and deep purpose it provides. So, E, emotional bonding. Leading from the soul means going beyond your living in crisis mode. It requires recognizing and clearing away toxic emotions, so you can clearly understand your own specific needs and those of others, which is a difficult one for most cases, most scenarios, and it is challenging, very, very challenging. And A, awareness. This means being aware of the questions underlying every challenge. Who am I? What do I want? What does the situation demand? A leader must continually ask these questions of herself or himself and inspire others to ask them for themselves the question. So D, doing. A leader must be action orientated, and whatever he or she does must serve as a role model, holding themselves responsible for the promises they make, and this requires persistence and tendency, and this ability to view any situation with flexibility and humour. And this is challenging because this is where we get stuck quite often in reality, because it is a very, very challenging thing, but you've got to be open-minded to it. And if you're not a role model, then you're stuck, aren't you? You're in a difficult situation, and it's very challenging for myself too, because we are serving as role models. We are at service, showing others what they are capable of. And it's the same thing when people struggle with domestic violence scenarios, and they get angry or frustrated very quickly, and they start losing their temper. That can be something that's empowering them, and they need to learn what's important in that situation, and learning how to take action to be that role model and changing how we behave. So making a promise to yourself. And E, empowerment. The soul's power comes from self-awareness, and that is responsive to feedback but independent of the good or the bad opinion of others. Empowerment isn't selfish. It is raised as the status of leadership and team together. So in today's world, empowerment is good because it makes our self-esteem go up higher, and it's important to have the self-esteem. R, responsibility. Responsible leadership includes choosing consider risk rather than reckless ones, walking the talk, basically. Having integrity, living up to your inner values. So that's an important part. Responsibility to lead the group to the path of higher consciousness, which is what I do with life coaching. And S, synchronicity, I think it's spelled. Oh gosh, some words these days are so big. This is a mysterious element of underlying universal field of consciousness that is great leaders harness. Synchronization or synchronicity is ability to create good luck and find invisible support that carries one beyond predicted outcomes of higher plane. And spirituality is what that means. Is ultimate ability to connect any need with an answer from the soul, which means something higher and bigger than yourself. And this is where we need something to help us overcome our difficulties and having faith in something. So this is when you have faith in the universe. And this is what Gabrielle Bernstein talks about in her book of Universe Has Your Back. And I highly recommend you read that book as well. It is fantastic. It has a great meaning behind it. We don't seem to have faith in the universe. We are so negative about it. We don't think positive about us in negative situations, and we don't have the right attitude until we actually see it in a positive light and we see things with love. Then we are more connected. We are basically in the element of standing in the zone of vibration. So if you're struggling with that right now, I highly recommend that you do the work that I'm talking about in leadership, because it is important that we do have these abilities. And I'm challenged for my own scenarios in life, and we are all going to be challenged every single day. We just need to be on that track, stay on that path, keep going back, keep doing something that's going to help us grow and keep going, and not get pulled down by something else, because it can be hard and that's really challenging. So I really hope that you will be in a position where you're able to try this at home, especially when you have children, especially when you actually, work around other people in your job. You can be a leader in your own life, in your own personal life. You don't have to be a boss of a company. You can do this anytime in your life, and you have the ability to do it. So I really do recommend trying this and see where it goes. And having faith in spirituality involved in that, because of course without that part of it, we don't have that connection to the universe. So I'm reaching out to you guys. I hope this helps you, and I hope it really does send out a message to you that you need to connect with the universe on a positive vibration. So read the books that I've recommended from Gabrielle Bernstein. You can buy them online on Amazon and other websites. You can go on her website, Gabrielle Bernstein, and you can actually find out where she's selling them. I managed to get mine from a company in Australia, so it just all depends where you find them. So I really do hope this helps you guys, and I really do hope that you are going to do the work and improve your life as you evolve into something bigger, and embrace who you are, embrace that beauty, your authentic power. So I highly recommend listening to Gabrielle Bernstein Authentic Power on Spotify. There's a fantastic lecture. I would love to guide you through some stuff, but right now this is what I have for you guys today, and I hope you have a fantastic day. So have a fantastic day, and I will catch up with you soon.
Yeah, I'm bouncing off the clouds. Hear the melody. Bouncing off the clouds. Can you hear the melody? I think it's your song. Shake that booty on the cloud. Let me see you work it. Bouncing off the clouds, 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 bouncing off the clouds.